How to build wealth in your teens. Well, until you're 18, your parents have to cooperate and be part of this planning because you are not a legal adult to even get a company or bank account or any of the credit cards and any of that kind of structure that actually is going to help you go quicker. So I wrote a 3 to 5 year plan. Those of you that are in your teens, you want to grab the book, MakeYourKidsMillionaires.com, and start going through the book. It's 0 to 5, 6 to 8, 9 to 11. You say, well, I'm 17 or I'm about to be 18 or I'm 19 or you're in your teens or even like 13, which is what you could do and you still can catch up. So there's checklists, there's master classes, and there's all sorts of great stuff. So as we go into how to build wealth in the teens, the 3 things I really want to focus on with you today, which number 1, teenagers, kids, parents, never pay your kids an allowance. So I'll go through the details of that. Number 2, how do you start your 21st century lemonade stand? How do you start making money right now and get those money-making skills in your kids' hands as soon as they can? Mine were as young as 4 years old when they started their first little companies. And I'm talking little tiny lemonade stand kind of companies. And then the last thing is how critical financial literacy is for teens. There's just not financial literacy in the world. The schools aren't going to teach it. My belief is they shouldn't teach it. It shouldn't be in the schools. It should be in your household. This is up to you and your family and your legacy. What do you want with you and your family? And it is within your preview to actually have it done. So you have to look, and I'm going to bring up the election and say, all right, so it doesn't even matter where you are politically, because again, no matter what goes on out there, the way that I teach is what can you do for you, your family, and your household today to make the most money, keep the most money, invest the most money, use our team, right? Me and our team, because I put together myself with 28 financial experts who are here to put a master plan together for you and your family. So teenagers, first of all, you say, well, I'm not money motivated other than, you might want to like buy some things. But I can tell you, if you pull out a compounding calculator, all of you teens and your parents, if you're watching, get out a compounding calculator and just start with some really low variables. Like put in, say, $1,000, right, as your first base. And then every month you add $200 to it. And as a teenager, you could easily add $200 is $50 a month. It's like $10 a day. You should easily be able to make $200 a week, much less put it away a month. And teenagers, my philosophy is that as you make money, 50% goes to what you can invest in for your future later, not to spend now. So let's just take a compounding calculator, put in $1,000, add to it $200 a month for the next 10 years, 20 years. Say you can make an average of 12% or 15%. I wouldn't probably go much higher than that as a teen. And just see what kind of number that adds up to. I want you to get motivated about what the compounding power of money means. See, there's a rule of 72 that they talk about a lot, but that rule of 72 is fascinating because that says you can double your money in 7 years. Well, I know we can get you there doubling your money every 3 to 4 years. So why go the slow path other than you want to go slow? Let's speed it up and get there as fast as you can, teens. So why never pay yourself an allowance? Like I taught my kids, mom has money, you don't. So you need to find money and I am not your bank, so don't ask me. So never pay your kids an allowance was a process where my son, when he was young, started coming and said, I need money for this, I need money for this. And I said, well, what are you gonna do to make it? So it was never a, we can't afford it. It was never a, I'm not gonna give it to you. It was, well, what can you do? So never pay your kids an allowance. You can get it for free. It's a program that once you buy my Make Your Kids Millionaires book on that site, it is one of the first programs. It has tasks and it has some negotiation processes. So instead of just paying an allowance, you never pay an allowance. What you want to do, kids, is say, I want to make $200 a month. I want to make $500 a month. I want to make $1,000 a month. And then you break that down. You say, what's $1,000 a month? Well, that's $250 a week divided by 5 days. That's a $50 a day. What can you do to make $50 a day? And a lot of you're really smart kids. You should be tutoring. You could be helping other people with digital assets. You could be a videographer. You could actually do film editing. You could do ChatGPT and do some AI for a bunch of people. You could take on people's social media platforms. There are so much that teenagers at this day and age know more than older generations. It is fascinating. So find older businesses, and brick and mortar businesses are notorious. Even with COVID, they're still notorious for having really crappy websites. So do some digital marketing for them. If you like to be outside, do something more physical. I have teenagers that have made over 6 figures, hanging decorating and taking down Christmas lights or holiday lights that started Halloween. They'd put up all the Halloween decorations, they'd take them down. They put up all the Thanksgiving decorations, they'd take them down. They put up all the holiday, Christmas, New Year's decorations, they'd take them down. Just in those 3 months, they can make $100,000. You want to sell Christmas trees, you can make more. And you say, well, how do I hook up with them? Just start calling around. So parents, you might have to get involved and help the kids a little bit. Again, back to being 18, you can't have an LLC or corporate structure to do tax reduction strategies until you're 18. That means your parents have to participate. So I have had my daughter, who's 17, her LLC like already set for her since she's 16 years old because she knows what she wants to do. She's already been doing some of it. And now she just took a whole spin and she's going to join another company when she's 18 because she's becoming a pilot. And we've had planes in the past, so she is going to be a required pilot. As she goes forward, it now becomes a tax deduction. So I don't have to pay for her to be a pilot. The company pays for her to be a pilot. Now, let's put some reality to that. Does the company need to make money? Yes. So there's a whole strategy to that. But let's get back to you teens. Figure out what you need to do. Like never pay your kids an allowance is a process of I'm going to do these things, these tasks. When I do them, then I get paid that amount. So the way I did it is I don't like washing my car. I don't want to take it to wash my car. I don't want to do any of that. So I have pawned that off on my kids and their tasks of never pay your kids an allowance. So that's my daughter's task. Before that, it was my son's task. And so there's a whole bunch of stuff that outside of living in the house, what else could you do? So that kind of brings us to our second point, which is what is that 21st century lemonade stand? Because I want you teens to learn how to market and sell and make money and cash flow better than your parents. Because quite honestly, you don't have all the contamination, thinking about what it is and what it can't be and already have some negative experience. You're wide open. Say, what can you do to make money? How can you make it? And when you turn 18, I'm actually going to give you this link in the description. Is absolutely critical. When you get it, save it meticulously. Because when you're 18 years old and apply for those first credit cards, if you don't do it the way I'm going to teach you to do it, you're going to blow your credit at 18. And I can tell you, there's so many kids between 18 and 22 years old. In this 4-year period, my son, between 18 and 22, was offered over 6,400 opportunities to get a credit card. So parents, you need to wake up and teach your kids. And if you're a teen, you want it, like my daughter's going to go through it on her birthday. She will apply for 4 to 6 cards that day within 1 hour of all of the same cards are being applied for. And it's going to hard pull on her credit one time within a very short period of time. So in the description below is a link. It's a free link. It's me working with the Georgia Southern football team. So it's a little dated. It's exactly the same thing. How do you build personal credit? How do you get corporate credit? Because now that you're 18, you now can have your company. And now you have your credit, you have company credit. As you continue to grow, you'll have company credit number 2, company credit number 3. So when people say they can't get money, it's because they don't know how, and it starts with their credit. It starts with their corporate credit. So before we go on teaching you teens how to make more money, I want you to subscribe to my channel. And I want you to share this with at least 15 of your friends, because you need to get an army around you of friends that support you being in this conversation. So instead of, wondering, who's drinking what kind of latte or what kind of little dance they're doing on TikTok or whatever they're doing, you need to be here learning about money. I started consuming financial and business content at 17 years old when someone gave me the book Think and Grow Rich. And you can imagine, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a life beyond anything my family ever knew or taught me. It just wasn't what they did. But that, could be you too. So just pick up some really great books. Think and Grow Rich. Get my Millionaire Maker book. Get my Make Your Kids Millionaire Maker book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad was a defining book for a lot of people. So in that lane, you want to start thinking, if I'm going to be wealthy as I get older, regardless of any politics that are out there, you have got to make money. So the pattern of millionaires is make money, keep money, invest money. So when you make it, you invest it. You do not make it and spend it. And teenagers, it's one of your biggest problems is you spend your money when you make your money and it's gone way too fast. So again, financial literacy, I've given you some of the books, but I can tell you the best financial literacy is to be here, click the notification button and be here, subscribe to this channel every day for 5, 10, sometimes 15, sometimes my videos go as long as 20 minutes. Listen to it every day, take action, go get the links. In fact, teenagers, I'll give you a free two free tickets to my Millionaire Intensive. Take your best friend and say, let's go learn how to make money from someone. Getting a mentor, I got mentors at 17 years old, so it is not too early and it's never too late. For any of you that are older listening to this video, get you, your kids, your grandkids, if you want to build a legacy that's going to last for your lifetime. If you have any questions during any of your learning around my channels or what we're doing, go to askloral.com, ASKLORAL, ask a question, make a request. We'll be back here tomorrow.